See this? This is my boomstick.
Hi everyone, Boomstick here from Renegade Racing. Today we're looking at the Bentley 2018 Continental GT3 Grand Prix, and it is round 4 of the finals. The course is dipping down in the Himalayas, and let's just go through a practice round now. Looking at the conditions, you'll need to do 9 barrel rolls and beat a race time of 1:21, and do all that to get the 2 blueprints that are on offer. The barrel roll is pretty easy to get in this one, so it should be pretty straightforward. I'll be doing a 1-star and then a 3-star run. This is the 1-star run. Now in the 1-star, you want to skip the second barrel. You will lose time on that. There's also a lot of really tricky stuff that you could be doing in these runs. I'm not going to be doing that. This is more aimed at the intermediate players. If you're looking for that, you might want to check out Tug's video. All right, here we go. So straight away you want to pull over to the right, and then once you get to the end of the shadow, trigger all your nitro in red, get the near miss off that car, and then just triggering, and you can hold down drift there and just watch your nitro. Now just switching to blue there just to get around the corner as you bank up and getting the near miss. You can trigger as soon as you're around. Now getting all the near misses here, you'll get a perfect nitro, and that's when you trigger in yellow just to make sure that you get all the speed around that corner. Grabbing these two, you want to wait until you hit the ground or almost hit the ground to trigger shockwave. That stops you losing speed on the dirt, and then you'll get imperfect off this section. Try and keep it low, holding drift, and then just a little trigger. I'm going to rank up against the wall here and do a shockwave and imperfect, holding drift, triggering a little bit, and then just holding a little bit. And then I think we'll start using it. We'll get the bottle here and just staying low, holding down drift, triggering a shockwave just through those bottles, and then we'll get the perfect run that builds us up for a shockwave, which will trigger at the end of that barrel roll. Just watch this section, and now this section just bounce up against the wall and then gas the drive, picking up those bottles for a shockwave off this section. Try and keep this also as low as possible. I went a little bit too high there, and then the rest across the line. Now, I think you probably get this down into a sub 119. I haven't had much practice in the 1-star, to be honest. But it is quite a difficult track to do in the 1-star. Don't feel disheartened if you miss out on the event pack in the first couple of runs. All right, here's the 3-star edition, just slightly different. You've obviously got better handling and a little bit more nitro in the bank, a little bit more top speed, so we'll do a little bit different. Okay, so pulling over to the right, and then triggering at the end of the shadow. We'll get the near miss, and then we want to keep this reasonably low and just imperfect, holding on drift. See that you will get and then we'll do gasless driving around that section, just triggering that shockwave a little bit. We'll go off this nice and low and just holding drift and dumping everything we've got back into yellow as we top out, and just driving gently with the steering. We'll pick up these two now. We'll trigger earlier in the air there, and you'll see you get the near misses, and just going off this section, holding down drift, triggering again, and then just a little bit of driving. We'll build up for a shockwave off this section, holding down drift and triggering on landing, going back into yellow. And you can see that there are some physics issues with this car, but as you barrel roll, keep that nice and low, hold down shockwave, and then cut it off. I just used a little bit more nitro there because I had a lot in the bank. And we'll build up the shockwave, triggering a little bit earlier just to get a bit more airspeed. And in this section I'm going to drift, and I just fell off. You don't want to do that if possible. I think I eased off the gas just a little bit too late, and then just going across the line in yellow. Alright, you can probably get that down as well. Not a perfect run by any means. And obviously not doing any tricks. Alright everyone, hopefully that's going to help you with the Grand Prix. Good luck with round 4. I hope you're doing well in your pods. If you've got any questions, just put it up in the comments. Otherwise, if you're new or you haven't subscribed yet, please give me a subscribe up there. Alright everyone, bye for now.